like that. Alright, red, white, feather. We've got our core here that this deck has, this is a feather deck, but the core is focused on Hero of the Precinct One with a bunch of different multicolored cards here. And we've got an aggressive slant overall, integrity interventions, a split pump spell / removal spell. We got some evasive threats at the top end and just good solid curve all together. So this is definitely an aggro deck at its core. So the goal isn't necessarily to go toe-to-toe with some of these mid-range and ramp decks, but to just try and get under them. FNC Sunshine with the absurd donation. Happy Tuesday to you. Use these dollary dues to purchase as many foils as you can. Use anything left over for date night with your boss. You rock. All right, we're gonna get us some foil royal scions after this game. And here I thought we were gonna be a peasant for a long while earning levels. Thank goodness this is a pay-to-win game. Alright, so we got a bottom 2 cards here. So bottom Passage and this. And we'll keep these 2, I think. Sunshine is good people. I agree. We're going to bottom that. Some people are commenting on 2 10th District Legionnaire, 2 God's Willings. So the people that are commenting on these cards being key to a feather strategy, you need to understand that this deck is a Hero of the Precinct One deck first, and it's a feather deck as a secondary goal. So I agree, last season, 10th District Legionnaire and God's Willing were key important cards to this archetype in general. This season, the way this deck is built is not in that way, because with the loss of Reckless Rage, we can't really be all in on the feather plan. The supporting shell is just not there anymore. Need to diversify, basically. We're at 3 mana, which casts most of our spells, so hopefully we're just going to have a really solid aggro game here. Like, they haven't done anything for the first 2 turns. I wonder if I'm supposed to burn this or not. It's very possible I should attack with this, just like eat this. This is it, chat. This is the moment right before the accident. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Not this hero, not this hero. Hero's not afraid of the big bad wolf. I apologize to all the parents out there who will now have that stuck in their head. But just know that it is never not stuck in my head because I have a 5-year-old. Great. I can't block that one, but that's also okay. Are they dead on board? I feel like they're dead on board. So we do this here. If I attack with everything, they go block, block. They take 4, 8, 9. All right, so rampy stuff. Rampy stuff. Is Justice Strike good enough here? Prison Realm's probably fine. Is it crazy to trim on this because it just gets eaten by all their fighty creatures really well? Strike's good against Questing Beast, yep. Against Graces too, yep. I don't know if I want Coil for Questing Beast or not. I guess we, generally speaking, need to kill it. Alright, I'm gonna cut the Vindicators and bring in the removal spells. Let's do that. I think Vindicators, yeah, not quite good here. This hand's not great, but it's like keepable. Hopefully we draw a 2-drop by turn 2. Hey, got a flesh. Thanks for the biddies. If you're having a good one wherever you are, make a food. Make a food. Make a food. Man, if this guy makes a food, we get to run his behind OVER. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right. All your cares are about to be gone, Mr. Oko. Broko this, buddy. Thunk, thunk. Yeah. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. I emailed you a deck, Jund tokens, I was going to donate for, but I decided the deck was crap and I'd rather have you play Jund Adventures. Yeah, that's fine, Raiden. Jund Adventures sounds great. A bunch of people had asked about that one, so I'll probably end up bumping that one up to the top. Yeah, smashing for, oh no, the foils! Foils, I forgot about foils. Yeah, I was so excited about smashing Oko, I wanted to smash more Okos. I apologize, we'll get some foils after this. There were any sweet Garrick decks come up. There haven't, I don't know if Garrick's a card I expect to be very good. I feel like there's just so many good top-end bombs in this standard format that, like, God, that's so perfect. That's exactly the 2-drop we wanted. I feel like there's just so many good 2-drops in this format that, like, are so much good to it. So many good top-end plays that, like, Garrick just gets outclassed by some of them. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Geoff. So we are going to be pink all month for that. That's pretty unfortunate. My hand has so little action in it. Maybe I'm supposed to just, like, pass there. Feel like it's possible I'm supposed to just pass there. Yeah, the egg is food. Of course the egg is food. Do you use eggs for something other than food, chat? So they have to keep 4 cards in their hand for this to block. You're throwing eggs at Trump. That's that extreme left-wing violence that I've heard so much about. Man, this card beating up the big bad wolf has been just chef's kiss perfect. Because the big bad wolf is obligated to fight. Oh wait, it also just doesn't take damage. But I think I'm still supposed to do that because I want to kill their wolf, right? Like if I don't pump there, it doesn't kill it. And this doesn't take damage because of Tajic, but I think it's right to do that. Man, this lets them recast the egg out of the bin. That seems so good. Their deck is gas. I'm feeling kind of dead here. I think the Grixis deck's a lot of fun, Neckfire. Yeah, it's Trollgak. They've been to Troll to get some food. Yeah, I kind of feel like we're just dead, huh? We're gonna get to sideboarding here. I'm just gonna bring in this and this, I think. Try and run them down in the play. Coil for Gargoyle. Yeah, I guess Coil is good too. Alright, yeah, I should have brought in Coil. The cheddar popcorn is so good. I'm like working hard to pace myself to not eat the entire bag in one go. I think I'm in for an untapped land here, huh? We'll go 2-drop into tap land, 2-drop into Aurelia. As a vegetarian, how do I feel about the opponent's name? I think burgers are great. Eat the whole bag. Maybe. They're scared of the pump spell, chat. They're scared of the pump spell. The Impossible Burgers are fine. If you're someone like myself who's a vegetarian because you don't really care for the taste of meat, it's not really up your alley. I don't know that it's like. Witch's Oven is busted. Is it really? Like, sacrifice a creature, get a food? Is that the line for busted? I feel like that's a low bar for busted. There is coffee, trail mix, and chocolate-covered pretzels in addition to popcorn at Jake's popcorn link. And remember, if you buy anything off the link with Jake's code, you get deck Q points to match. So this attacks for a bunch now. Let's just kill Broko here. This one tramples, so this block is bad because this still dies. I ate a whole bag of the caramel corn in 2 days. I like both the cheddar and the chocolate are good. So depending if you like sweet or salty. I've gone through over the last like week and a half, 2 weeks, I've gone through a bag of cheddar and a bag of chocolate. Just checking, it's 10 total submit and 100 to cut the line. No, just a straight 100 to cut the line, Raiden. Just a straight 100 to get your deck to be the immediate next one. Maybe they didn't realize how trample and double strike worked there. Very possible. It's not a super intuitive interaction if you're new to Magic. This is a bag. This is a bag of the cheddar. It's a decent size. With a little bit of self-control, it goes a long way. I definitely want lava coils. Maybe I want this. The Vindicator is actually pretty good there. With pump spells especially, this card's kind of scary. Oh, I guess I only have this many pump spells. Maybe I don't really need God's Willing, although getting evasion's pretty good. I'm gonna cut this card, actually. The 1/1 random 1/1 attackers don't seem very good. How many creatures is this? 21 creatures. You Americans and all your cool candy? What about absolutely no self-control? Even if you don't have self-control, it's probably large enough that you won't eat it in one sitting. I don't know. I don't want to tell you who you are as a person, but I feel like even if I let myself go, I couldn't do it all in one sitting. Challenge accepted. That's quitter talk. Am I down with the Justice Strike? Huh? The kernels get stuck in your teeth. Of course kernels get stuck in your teeth. I think I'm bottoming this. In fact, I'm going in to get to start on Invisalign to align my crooked teeth next week, so I'm trying to get in all my popcorn devouring now. I think I'd rather lead on this because it starts pumping out things potentially. Do we get a special Halloween theme stream? Maybe. Maybe we'll break out the owl costume at some point this month. Alright, they hit a troll there. And they hit a witch's oven. That's a little scary. Maybe I shouldn't have bought him the Justice Strike. The Raiden Project coming in hot with the cut the line. Guess who wants to bring Jund Adventures to Hoaglandia? Thanks for the support, I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. Jund Adventures shall be up next. I think it's right to just kill Emery there. Maybe because I have these, it's not. It's a tough call. With the oven in the bin, with the oven and the troll in the bin, taking Emery off the table is really appealing. Protection from multicolor. Well, let's get that right on out of here, shall we? That's a sweet card for their deck to have play, though. You get to cast that from the bin, too. Hey, awesome, Raiden. Well, it's good to have you here for a live one. That's a good draw. Just like mentor onto this double striker. Give you the business. Yeah, this build's definitely sweet. And I feel like it's done a good job highlighting of like how we can use Feather in a couple different ways. Are they playing Fog? Is Fog a card people play? Brazen Bar. Okay, that makes sense. They're still taking a big hit. We didn't play Green-White Henge today. After playing Green-Black Henge some more, I decided I did the Green-White Henge didn't feel like it was worth playing. The Green-Black Henge deck kind of struggles a bit, and I think the Green-White's going to be worse. Well then. Pretty good. Pretty good. This deck might be one of them efficient aggro decks that can scoop I can punch our way through these greedy foils. Ah! I swear I even wrote it down. I was eating popcorn. I'm blaming the popcorn. The popcorn is so good I missed my note. I feel like once you get into Sultai for Henge, you're just a worse version of, like, the food decks that we played, and I'd rather just play the Sultai Oko deck without Henge. It is in a foil bag, that's true. I think I'm just going to offer this trade here. I think I'm going to cycle this Defiant Strike to get any opponent damage in here. We are pink this month in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Pasta. Wonder if they have another removal spell here. If they don't have a removal spell, not blocking this seems really loose because it can get first strike starting next turn. I now understand. Borbar. Thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime support. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Thanks for keeping me around. Well, I mean, as far as good draws go, that one was towards the top of the list, huh? Deathless Knight actually felt really good. I'm going to update the list on the website to include it. That feels like the last 4-drop that I was looking for. All right, if they have a murder she wrote, we're gonna be dead here. But if they don't have a murder, we're gonna have a pretty good spot, right? Like Tajic plus Aurelia next turn seems great. They get to target herself, mentor onto here. Huh? Going to 3. So this is 4. 8, 10. We're dead. We're dead to a shock, right? Maybe I should have traded here. Yeah, I think I should have traded last turn. Yeah, I guess that's true. If I attack with Tajic, they have to block. Wow, okay. Right, if we don't die here if we don't die here, the castle next turn gives us a good shot to kill them. Alright, are they dead if I attack with everything? Probably not. How many things do they have to block if I attack with everything is a better question. a good number. So, do I die on the backswing if I attack with everything? They have to block. So they get to eat. Let's say they eat this for free, and then they go block, block. They take 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be conservative here again. Yeah, that includes the castle. Oh, I didn't think about the mentors. I feel like they're trying to figure out... Are we dead here? So, like, last turn, if I would have gone here... I could have mentored here, mentored a token, then that would have been 3, 4, 5. I don't think they were dead, but they might have been forced into bad blocks last turn. I'm pretty dead. I'm straight dead to a murder anyways here, so I'm gonna go ahead and murder this. I'm gonna block like this. This lets me trade Feather for Spawn here, which seems profitable for us. Are they dead? I feel like they have nothing. I feel like they have nothing. Yeah, the attack with Spawn seems weird there. The attack with Spawn seems really weird when they have this. I think we're dead. We're dead on board. So like, I'm just gonna attack and see if they mess up. Thanks. I don't have anything to say. Like, you know, take them where you can get them, I suppose. Listen, we've all been there, okay? Don't be too hard on my opponent. Let thee, who has not blocked and then died when they could have saved themselves, cast the first stone. Thanks for I Love Oreo. Oreos are great for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. All right, what am I doing here? You definitely want a bunch of removal. Integrity Intervention seems maybe a little bit slow. Swiftblade Vindicator doesn't really play defense well. Maybe I cut that one. Do I want some Gideons on the draw? I might have a hard time protecting him, though. Yeah, I've got a lot of blockers. Let's try a couple of Gideon on the draw. I think Gideon is largely for the decks that are playing sweepers. Oh, they forgot Aurelia Trampled. Yeah, I bet that's it. Yeah, Black-White is a trooper. He likes the red-white. That seems fine. I think on the draw, especially, we're a little bit of a defensive deck in this matchup. So having a bunch of removal spells here is fine. We've not played Esper Dance yet. I think I accidentally missed adding some decks to the deck queue yesterday at the end, so that should definitely be up this week later on. That's a little unfortunate because that's a 2-drop that Justice Strike doesn't kill. Hopefully they hit us for 1 and then play Spawn here. Or give this Death Touch so Justice Strike kills it. Or do nothing. Weird. Want to hear your rendition of Move Yourself to Dance? I don't know what song that is offhand by the title. Saving in case I have another shock. Yeah, but like, they didn't even pick up Gutter Bones. It's possible I should just play nothing there, because like, not picking up Gutter Bones really implies this, right? Yeah. This is probably a counterspell. This is basically a counterspell removal spell at some point. Seems fine. Gideon of the Trials is a good dude. He and I go way back. Please try and kill this with an adventure. Favorite soda. Cherry Coke. Brutal. Good sequencing on the opponent's part here. Bait the God's Willing. Okay, that's a pretty good one. Defense. Defense. Aurelia plays offense and defense simultaneously really well in these creature matchups. Got of here, Rankle. Nobody loves you. Nobody loves you, Rankle. Please don't have a Bone Crusher Giant. Please don't have a Bone Crusher Giant. Please don't have a Bone Crusher Giant. Pick your Gutter Bones back up. Whew. All right. Huh? So I just do this then? I think I just do this then. Feel like we're in a pretty commanding position here now. They're out of gas, and like our board is good against their board. Plus we have other tools in our hand still. Hey, a Lord of the Rings or a Star Wars guy? Are you gonna like tar and feather me if I say Harry Potter? Am I allowed to answer that question with Harry Potter? When has chat ever formed an angry mob? I'm not a big fan of space genres in general.
Let me lead the charge into darkness. I will lend you my strength.
Mentor up. Thanks, hostage. Before they concede, foils. Yep, foils. Foils, 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 foils. Foils, foils. Foils, foils. Perfectly reasonable opinion, but you're wrong. Listen. Listen, if you're gonna learn one valuable lesson in this stream channel, it's don't tell the person with the hammer they're wrong, okay?
Your light will cleave the darkness.
Your light will cleave the darkness. It's garbage time. You don't have to go home, but you can't play here. Do 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 do. That's true. People with hammers are often wrong, myself included. You just gotta be delicate with the way you approach it. All right. Foils. Uh-oh. I might need to go buy more gems. These people are great by their stuff. That's so easy. I don't even have to type in my PayPal password to get gems. That's like dangerously easy, chat. Dangerously easy. All right, mastery tree. What do we need? Man, this first tree kind of sucks. So I want to finish these. So I need 8 mastery orbs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we want to go to level 70 here. Hit me, dealer. Hit me. It's such a tilt that these don't have 4th copy protection. These mythics should definitely, in the paid mastery tree, these should have 4th card protection. Just super feedback for WotC. The people that are paying you money deserve 4th copy protection on the things they're paying you money for. What did I just watch? Would you just watch? I don't suggest a pick for me. Oh, I don't have this one yet. Oh, I need one more. Oh, I need 2 more. I need 2 more. What a tilt. I didn't realize, I thought I already had this one, it just wasn't filled in yet. It's okay. Listen, we linked my PayPal account, okay? Some people are asking how he had so many levels already. This is how. You just watched a grown adult light money up there. Don't you judge me. What is mastery? Mastery is their crap that they soak some extra. Basically, the mastery tree is crap where they don't just let you buy the stuff you actually want. They make you buy extra stuff you don't actually want with the stuff you do. Because like all of these packs, like I don't need these packs, right? They basically made me buy these packs along with the foils I actually want. Holy crap, a mythic I didn't have. Look at that. The mastery tree is the peak summation of arena obfuscating how much things actually cost. That's what the mastery tree is. The mastery tree is Wizards not making it hard for you to figure out what you actually spent on things. Mastery Pass is great for not whales. Kinda. In the same way, it's making you buy things that you might not guaranteed want, right? Alright, I'm gonna apologize here. So we need 2 more. So that means we need to buy up to here. For those, I'm sorry I might have ruined your experience last time. I forgot to do this while we press the button. For those of you that are new here, those were whale noises. Those were whale noises. Cause that's what we are around here, okay? It's like Dory from Long Live Dale. Thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm good. I'm sorry I wasn't fully up on the immersion the first time. That's all I needed to subscribe. God bless. Listen, ooh, mythic wild card. Up to 20 of those again. Something being a tax write-off does not make it free. It makes it slightly discounted, but it does not make it free. I disagree, except for the bit on obfuscation. As someone that doesn't try to spend a lot of cash in Arena, it's nice to have something extra to work towards. Sure, the Raiden project, but they could make it so that's not the only way to get things. I'm not saying the mastery is bad for people who like it. I'm saying for people who would rather just buy specific things, locking those specific things behind the mastery pass causes me to buy things that I don't want, is basically what it works for. And for those of you that want to know what being a whale looks like on Magic Arena, with this latest purchase of gems, my yearly arena expenditures are now $1,819.15 for this year, 2019. So when you're a free-to-play player and you hear that the average player has spent $75 on Arena, that's why. You can always spot a gift sub. In fact, new rule: when gift subs are turds, I'm just gonna ban them. That seems like a great rule. /ban. There we go. Get out of here. They should apply automatically, if I recall correctly. Usually, I thought they apply correctly. God, this curve is so good. I also love the petty people who are like, just because I give feedback on something, like giving feedback on the nature of the monetization model on Arena doesn't mean I dislike Arena as a whole. I can think certain parts are less than ideal and give feedback on how they could be improved or things I don't like about them without leaving. Unlike what the big orange bigot in the White House thinks, if you dislike something, you can love something and still critique it. You don't have to leave. Ooh, it's a good draw for our curve. We're about to get Ritual Ascended next turn. Good clean 7 attack on 7. In fact, people who are most often critical of things are the ones who tend to love it the most. Cast a Drawn from Dreams. Rats. Rats. It's a pretty good one. All right, I'm gonna Tajic here and play a tap land. The amount of dollars you quoted as your yearly total on Arena, my car is worth less. Yeah, that's also true. That dollar amount on a hobby is not unreasonable. That dollar amount as a business expense, really not unreasonable. So, I'm gonna recast this during my end step, because if they kill Feather in response to me targeting it, I don't get the strike back, and they can't cast spells on my turn currently. No exclamation point, Gromsky, and the 500 next to the cheer. I appreciate the support. I've got 5 to 6K into one board game. Good golly. Good golly. Narset was free because of Fires of Invention here. Yep. Murder, she wrote. Man, that's so close to lethal. Alright, so I think I'm gonna run Narset down here. There we go. Thanks, Grum. 1800 is nothing to a 40k player. Yep. Yep. Replace the Tang with Yang. It'll be interesting to see if Yang can continue to grow traction. This is just Defiant Strike here, right? Pump this up. The animation is so good. Yang's the leader of a gang, something like that. So we're gonna get Thought Erasured here. The question is, do I God's Willing in response? I almost feel like I should. Because like, I don't really need another Aurelia, right? That's a 5th land. So they could have Nicol Bolas this turn. Is this deck any good? It's felt pretty reasonable. Yeah, I agree, Solera. Regardless of how far he goes, bringing attention to things like UBI is important. Yeah, the 5th land is really, really good here for them. Getting Nicol Bolas down is big game. So, like, making this deck Naya is it basically makes it a different deck, right in? So I'm not really sure that making this deck Naya makes a lot of sense. Like, I feel like the feather that we knew from last season is gone and it's not coming back. If I don't own M20 or Eldraine, you should buy Eldraine, Jet, because Eldraine's not going to rotate for 2 years. Yeah, we got close there, but not quite able to beat turn 4 Ritualist. We got close. I think if we'd have bet on the play, we probably would have beat turn 4 Ritualist there, but unfortunately we were not. What do I want to trim here? Is it crazy to trim Hero if I'm bringing in a bunch of not multicolored cards? I have 11, 20. I think I'm going to trim a couple of Heroes. If I was on the play, they would have died on 4. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because Aurelia would have killed them, right? I haven't played or seen that played trigger, so I think this is probably the ideal way to go. But the flip side is, Once Upon a Time and the Fabled land might make the mana pretty reasonable. Tithe Taker is just okay because it leaves a body behind when it dies. Of course, I guess they also had Cry, so that's not strictly true. Like, just splash green in my aggro deck that's trying to curve out is not something that's just, like, free to do. So, like, is Domri's Ambush a really powerful card? Yeah, definitely. Is it guaranteed to make up for the amount of inconsistency you're gonna add to your mana base? I don't know. It's something we definitely want to think about. No, it's not just lucky. And people who are reasonable and informed understand that. And then people who are unreasonable or uninformed like to spread lies about the quality of the free healthcare you get in other countries. And it's honestly disingenuous to call it free healthcare. Socialized healthcare is more accurate, right? Because, like, you're paying for it. It's just, you know, just like we pay for healthcare now in the United States. The difference with socialized healthcare and what we have now in the United States is that with socialized healthcare, you don't have health company CEOs averaging $19 million in salaries and bonuses per year. That's the difference. When you cut that crap out of the system, there's a lot more money and you get to charge people less. The healthcare companies make money by not paying for care for people. Is the brutal reality of the situation. Pixevil, thank you for the 3 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Public, socialized, whatever you want to call it. I think I want to play Feather here since I have 2 of them. This is the one I care least about dying. She's dead, Jim. You got her. Hopefully we draw a land next turn, and then we get to jam Tajic with God's Willing up. Untapped land specifically, I guess. When do you want to jam Feather with God's Willing back up? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. So like there's definitely an appeal to just killing them here. Like this does a lot of damage really quickly. People think socialized healthcare is a bad idea because the insurance company and the GOP spend a lot of money trying to convince people who don't have time to do research on their own that socialized healthcare is a bad idea. There is a lot of lobbying money spent telling people that this is good for them. There's a lot of money spent by a lot of really powerful people to convince those less fortunate that they're actually getting a good deal when they're not. That's unfortunate. Maybe I'm just supposed to jam Feather here with God's Willing up. If they have Nickel Bolas, I'm kind of in a medium spot. That's also not great. Yeah. Well, I guess if I would have played Feather, then they would have just down-ticked her, which is not stellar for me. Yeah, exactly, right in. Yeah. Feels like we're about to be done with this one. Can you explain the logic of tipping Chandra with no open mana? Yeah, the loyalty is very important. So Magic the Gathering, unlike games like Hearthstone, for example, in Magic, that's what I'm searching for. In Magic, you are very rarely going to see your entire deck in a given game. So Chandra ticking up and exiling a card that you don't get to play really isn't any different than if Chandra, it really isn't any different than if you never drew that card. Well, so like the Medicare for All will raise your taxes, Candaris, is something that, again, that's like the uninformed and uneducated scare words, right? Like a lot of people, it's like when you go to buy a new car and the car salesman, the only thing they sell you as a car salesman is what your monthly payment's going to be. And it's like, to a degree, if I can afford a range of monthly payments, I care about the ultimate amount I'm paying, right? So like your taxes will go up is correct and accurate, but your total monthly costs go down, right? Yeah. It's funny. I know I have a lot of people that watch from outside the US, and I'm sure a lot of you look in and go, God, this stuff just sounds crazy. If you want real insight into how silly healthcare in the United States is, and not just in costs, because you probably know the costs are absurd. I'm fortunate, and through my wife's job, we have what's considered very good private insurance. And the company that my wife works for, interacting with the health insurance company is so miserable and tedious and jumps through, and you need to know so much specific stuff to do it well, that her company hired a third-party company to interact with the health insurance for their employees, so you don't have to interact with them directly because it's that miserable. And it's just like, good lord. All right, let's try one more with Feather, and then we'll go on in. Switzerland here, my boss is from the US. She thinks Obamacare is communism and it blows my mind. The best people are the really dumb hillbillies who are like, I hate Obamacare, but you better not get rid of my Affordable Care Act. That's really important. It's just like, you dense idiot. It's just so completely clueless. Those are the real gems. The real gems of the South. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's code for Obama is bad because the TV told me so. And not to drive anybody else into a deep depression, but I want you to just remember that those people tend to vote and their vote's worth just as much as yours. In fact, if you live in a major city and they live in a specific state, someone that stupid might actually have their vote worth more than yours, the way the Electoral College works. Hashtag America! America! Larkanos, thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. Welcome to Hoaglandia. I appreciate the support. Now I am sad. Does sadness use the stack? Not in this instance, it doesn't have to. Oh, this card just gums up the board so well in these aggressive matchups. Well, we're attacking? Alright, that bodes well for me. Is this dying? This must be dying, right? Or it's like murdering this? Oh, huh. That's gross with that. Huh? It's kind of sad that we bottomed the feather and then immediately drew both of these. Do I want to trade 10th District Legionnaire for Midnight Reaper here? I think that's probably worth it. It also gets me a feather token into play. I can also do this. Now let's get this down, because next turn attacking with this with Defiant Strike up sounds appealing. Can cut through some of their crap. Hopefully. Maybe Calendress. Hopefully that's true to a degree, but I think there's a chance it might not be. I think part of that assumption might be Echo Chamber based. Hate transcends generations, unfortunately. I think I'm ditching this. I guess they're making us sack because they want to draw a card. In 2-color decks, is Fabled Passage a 3 average? It depends on the deck. If your 2-color deck's not particularly aggressive, I think you want a bunch of Fabled Passages. But if you're an aggro deck, how many you want is going to vary depending on your deck. Yeah, I agree, Solera. Centrist has basically become keyword for the right. Who doesn't want themselves to be labeled as such? Because if you look at people like Joe Biden represents the center. The Democratic Party today in the United States represents the left and the center. If you're an actual centrist, you're voting blue. You're not voting for the same blue people I would like most of the time, but the people actually in the middle. Oh, I just noticed we're playing against Gainsay. That's what's his name? Andrew Cuneo, right? Wonder if he's streaming. Huh? Am I chump blocking here? I feel like I'm chump blocking here. My wife and I used to be just left of center, but everything's moved so far right, we're straight up socialist these days, pretty much. Feel like we're dead here. The fact that we just, like, never had a second white just choked us a little bit too much this game. Yeah. Let's try it. Let's try the post-board game to get some Lava Coils and some Justice Strikes in our deck here. Foulmire Knight also, like, mucked up the details on us hard there, right? So Shock sounds good as well. Oh, Clarion sounds wonderful. Clarion plus Tajic is just like Chef's Kiss. Perfect. It's very good. Landadur, thank you for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for putting mine this month with that. Yeah, actually, that's true. That's true. We said we felt bad about ditching Feather. We never hit the other white sources, so less bad. I think I'm trimming Integrity here. God's Willing protects us against their Death Touch, dude. Try this. Neckfire, if you think Joe Biden doesn't represent the center in his policies, you're either farther right than you actually want to admit or are aware of, or you're just ignorant of like how politics work outside of the United States. If you're someone who views Joe Biden as on the left, I hate to break it to you, you're not center. Joe Biden is center. I would love it if Joe Biden, he's arguably center right. I agree. And I get it. It's tough to take a step back and do some self-observation. Yeah, Hillary was also a very center candidate. This seems to be going okay for us. The people who are the absolute worst are the ones who like, I'm a centrist, but Joe Biden's just so far to the left, I had to vote for Trump because they didn't give me any reasonable candidate on the Democratic side. No, you're not a centrist. Joe Biden is not a leftist. You're just someone who's on the right. And it's okay to say it. It's okay to say you wanted to vote for Trump. You wanted to vote for a bigot and a rapist and all these other terrible things that he is. Sociopathological liar. Lots of labels we can throw out there. Cognitive dissonance is a hell of a drug. Hopefully we draw a creature that triggers this here. If we draw another land, we're probably going to be a bit too far gone. Oh gosh, they have a Knight too. They have a 1 mana spell here, like a Disfigure. Oh, that's gross. That was not the Knight I was thinking of, but it's still pretty good. Trading a God's Willing here feels so bad. These creature adventure decks seem really good. A bunch of the MPL people register decks similar to what Gainsay's playing right now. For the first MPL weekly, it seems very reasonable. The left, right, center, we're all screwed until politicians work for anybody but themselves. I agree. There's a big problem with big money in politics in the United States. And if you take a step back and look at which side of the aisle is actually working on grassroots effort and not taking money from lobbyists, you'll note that it's only one side. Only one side is actually working to get rid of that. And not all Democrats are the same. There's crappy people like Joe Biden and other folks like that that are still taking big money from stuff like that. So I'm not saying all Democrats are the same. What I am saying is that the only people that are working at all to actually change something are people that are on the left. It's the record with this deck. I have no idea. I don't keep track of the records with decks. The record is meaningless. So you're a fan of Bernie Sanders, I guess. I think Bernie Sanders is too old to be president. I think Bernie Sanders is at an age where the chance that he has a medical issue that prevents him from acting as president is very real at this point in his life. If Bernie Sanders was a decade younger or more, I would vote for him in a heartbeat. But with his current age, until I know who his VP candidate is, I won't vote for him. Biden is older than Sanders, yeah, but I also don't like any of Biden's policies. So I wouldn't vote for Biden because of his policies. We're very dead here. I've sent money to, I've given money to 3 candidates. I've given money to Warren. I've given money to Yang. I've given money to Buttigieg. Those are the 3 campaigns I've donated for. I would play the Grixis deck again, dude. Light. As far as this deck goes, we had like an okay run at the start, and towards the end it kind of puttered out. I don't know. It's probably just about average. I feel like if I was going to play an aggro deck in this format, I would want to play something that's a little bit lower to the ground. These two 3-drop aggro decks feel like consistently getting out under like the ramp deck and stuff they struggle with a little bit. Like we played against a Grixis Fires deck and it felt like we were just like a turn to half a turn too slow of really getting under them. And without an efficient glut of 1-drops, we just can't do that. And this deck has some things in the 1 column, but none of them are creatures, which is unfortunate. So I feel like this felt like a miss for me overall. This build round specifically asked for to see some feather, and I don't know, like, this deck is kind of a hero first deck and a feather second deck, but I kind of feel like there aren't, like, without Reckless Rage in the format, there aren't tools to be, like, all in on the feather plan like we were in the previous seasons. Like, without that key removal spell. And maybe playing Naya still with Domri's Ambush could make it work, but I would be surprised if the 3-color aggro mana bases are a little bit tough. Maybe Once Upon a Time and Feather make it playable, but it'd be a little bit tough to put together, I think. But it might be worth exploring in another direction with that, but it also feels like it's hard to really get that sustained long-term card advantage going without that really efficient Reckless Rage that we had last season. All right, what are we doing? We are going to play some Jund Adventures up next. Before we dive into that, I'm going to go ahead and roll a quick ad break here. That was just a cut the line, so I got to get that one imported too. So see you in a couple of minutes. Thanks everyone for hanging out.